Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Today we're making that German chocolate cake for the Christmas brunch. This is an old recipe from Baker's German Chocolate. It used to be on the package at all times, and now I have to go online and get it. Boo to Baker's Chocolate for taking the recipe off the box, especially around the holidays. In any event, I know that this cake takes 45 minutes to prepare, as you can see there. So I'm just going to do a whole bunch of tutorials on each section of it. I'm creaming the sugar and butter in this video. The original recipe calls for a cup of butter, which is 2 sticks of butter, and it calls for 2 cups of sugar. So a cup of sugar for each stick of butter. I like to make mine a French way, so I half the sugar. I use a half a cup of sugar for a cup of butter. I'm sorry, I use a cup of sugar for 2 sticks of butter. So even proportions. And what I'm doing here, I just use a fork. I soften my butter. So I took this butter out early and I just shove I also only use brown products. So I do not use white flour or white sugar. And I do not change the proportions of my recipe I won't use less brown sugar or more brown sugar or less flour or anything. I just use the recipe as it is. Comes out fine. It's delicious. And what I'm doing now is creaming the butter and sugar. So I just take a fork, and you see this butter is still kind of firm, and I'm just taking the fork and pushing the butter into the sugar to make a creamy base. It's really easy to do, and as long as you make sure that you leave your butter out. This butter is not hard. This butter is softened. It's just that, it's kind of cool, so it doesn't get extremely soft. But it's just room temperature butter, as soft as that can be. If you're in a place where it's really cold, because it is Christmas time, it'll still work. You just take that fork and you push it into the butter there. So I'll be back. It'll only take me 1 or 2 minutes off camera, and I'll be back to show you what creamed sugar and butter looks like. Okay, so there it is. It's all creamed. I'm going to give you a few tips to be really successful. Don't overdo this. Do it by hand. What makes your cake the tastiest is when there's little bits of butter that aren't completely creamed, and when the cake bakes, it takes them in and creates these delicious air pockets full of buttery goodness, like you buttered the cake from the inside. So that's why I do it this way. And then the brown sugar adds a molassesy vanilla flavor, so it kicks up your vanilla. You don't need as much. This is the secret to baking. Don't waste your time using an electric mixer for this particular cake. Hand done, wooden spoons if you have them, pottery crock if you have it, best quality. I don't have a pottery bowl right now. I used to have a mixing bowl, but I don't have one right now. So I'm using what I have. Another rule, use what you have. This tool right here, you can pick these up anywhere. If you don't have this, you can use your fingers, and your fingers will heat up the butter and it'll cream faster, but make sure you have clean hands, or you're just fixing it for you and your kids, and let them do it too. So this is the buttering stage, and it takes 5 minutes tops. Thanks for watching this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. I am listening to you. I enjoy this experience. And Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. This cake is made in honor of my dearly departed grandmother, Celeste. She used to make this cake for me every year from the box. And I know it's a box cake, but it has a lot of family memories in it for me. And, this is the way it was made. This is the way it's made. Talk to you later. Thank you, and bye.